back to week 3 of episode 4 on fertility. This is treatment week. So why should you plan for a pregnancy? Preconception care can help to improve your fertility, resolve any infertility that you may have in both the man and the woman, ensure a normal, healthy, full-term pregnancy, and possibly prevent the occurrence of miscarriage or premature birth.
It can improve your chances of having a natural unmedicated birth and reduce your risk of postnatal depression. It can increase your chances of being able to successfully breastfeed and also ensure a very happy, healthy baby, just like our girls.
And also avoiding any possible defects or birth defects. So what's involved in preconception care? First of all, let's explore our diet and what needs to be taken out. We'll look at removing refined sugar, caffeine, gluten, trans fats, and in some cases dairy. These foods can cause a significant amount of inflammation in the body, and some of them, such as alcohol, can be considered toxic in our body and creates a lot of energy from our liver in order to break them down.
And they also have little to no nutritional value, and they can also be quite allergenic for many people. We also want you to stay away from soy. So the phytoestrogens found in soy disrupt endocrine function and have the potential to cause infertility in women, and it also affects sperm quality in men. Soy lowers the levels of follicle-stimulating hormone, which is responsible for stimulating your ovaries in producing eggs. It also affects luteinizing hormone, which is responsible for triggering the release of your egg in the process of ovulation. Although studies show that it's a greater amount of soy would need to be consumed, about 3 glasses of soy milk a day, we really recommend that you just stay away from it. The other thing to consider is the way that soy is processed in the Western world compared to the way it's processed in Asia is very, very different. So rule of thumb, stay away from soy.
All right, so that's what to take out of the diet. Now let's add some things to your diet. We'll start with some oily fish and egg yolks. This ensures stable membrane fluidity and energy production of the sperm and egg. It is also a great source of omega-3 and vitamin D. We have grass-fed meats such as beef and lamb, pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. These are all foods which are really rich in zinc, which plays a critical role in the normal growth and development, cellular integrity, and many other biological functions.
Increase your organic fresh fruit and vegetables. Have these in abundance. They offer a wide variety of vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients that help sperm and egg maturation. They're high in antioxidants and they don't contain any harmful chemicals that is found in conventional produce. Get some high quality protein rich foods such as chicken, fish, and quinoa. Protein is required for the proper function of every cell within your body.
We have things such as asparagus, garlic, and organic natural dairy products if you can tolerate them. Now these are foods which are rich in iodine, which not only helps to regulate the thyroid gland, but in pregnancy it helps brain development of your unborn bubba.
Then let's look at our lifestyle. Sleep at least 8 hours a night if possible, and take a cat nap on the weekend if you can.
Exercise, but not in excess, and don't start anything new that you haven't done before. So what I mean is if you were never a weightlifter and never a runner, and then at 3 months pregnant you get this urge to go and lift weights and run 10Ks, I would suggest that that's not a great idea. However, if you were a weightlifter and you did boxing and things like that prior to pregnancies, absolutely keep doing those exercise routines that you do have. However, you may want to speak to an exercise specialist that knows a lot about pregnancy that can just adjust a couple of the routines for you. Another great exercise that I actually did in my pregnancy, and I think you did as well with Sophia, is pregnancy yoga. I loved it. Look, I did it twice a week, and I really found it gave me an hour to connect, 100% connect with my body and with my bubba. It allowed me to stretch, and it taught me really useful breathing techniques when it came to the birth, the labour, and it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, I loved just the relaxation side of it, where I could go and just be with my baby and completely connect. So not only is it good for that, it's good for your mental headspace as well.
We then have things such as yoga nidra. Now this is a guided meditation, and I recommend doing this each evening before you go to bed. So switch off all technology, put your phones on flight mode and leave them on your bedside table, and then play a 10 to 20, however long you want to play, guided meditation, which will talk you through top to toe on how to relax your body and have a really great night's sleep. Things such as water is super important, so be sure to drink a minimum.
That was like...
We're going to black out anyway.
You're like my computer, passing out. But we got up to nutrients, I think.
No, we go water, and then it's nutrients.
Okay, cool.
And you say water, please. So much needs to be done to have like a healthy life.
It's crazy.
Still not guaranteed it.
I know.
I'm saying that big.
Drink at least 2 litres of filtered water every single day, and more when exercising or during the summer months.
You start with
We need a buzzer. We need to sit on the buzzer and be like, this is me. This is
You start with subs. You go the first 2, I'll go the next ones.
Okay. Now let's look at our key supplementation that can really support your fertility. Essential fatty acids are amazing. They have been found to improve uterine artery blood flow, and they're a vital part of the anti-inflammatory pathways within your body. Zinc, which is probably my favorite, is a cofactor for over 200 enzyme pathways in your body involved in the defense of oxidative stress. Zinc also plays an important role in gene expression and aids the absorption of those critical B vitamins.
We have vitamin E. Now this maintains the health of our ovaries. And then there's folate, of course, which most people know about. And this is super important for the healthy development of an unborn baby. It is required for healthy DNA and RNA synthesis, which is healthy cell development, and helps to regulate optimal gene expression. For mum, it's important for healthy egg maturation and optimizing a woman's homocysteine levels, which plays an important role in being able to carry a pregnancy to term.
Also look at vitamin D. It is very important for optimal function of the placenta itself, normal implantation, and for the development of new blood cells. It aids in calcium absorption, and it's important for the bone health of mum and bub. CoQ10 we love. It's important for energy synthesis within the mitochondria, which are like the batteries of your cells, and it optimizes the health of your eggs.
Next we have iodine, which helps to regulate your thyroid gland, also essential for maturing oocytes or your eggs, which require optimal thyroid hormone levels, and in pregnancy it helps with the baby's development of their nervous system and optimal brain health.
We also love herbs. I mean, my favorite is probably Vitex agnus castus, also called chase tree. You will need to go and see somebody if you want to start taking some herbs, because I don't want you self-prescribing anything like that. But there's plenty of herbs that can absolutely optimize your fertility.
Now look at removing heavy metal and any toxins from both your kitchen or your personal care items.
Now let's look at some functional testing and some pathology. We want to get your hormonal profile done, your FSH, LH, progesterone, estradiol and testosterone, and include a general health screen with iron, homocysteine, cholesterol, your TSH, and then your T3 and T4. You're probably going to have to do that privately. Your urinary iodine, your vitamin D, and your pap smear if you need one done.
Get a prenatal screen, which involves things like rubella, STD check, and possibly your celiac gene testing as well.
Start doing your basal body temperature charting. We talked a lot about this in episode 1, so go back, have a look at that. But basal body temperature charting is critical for you to start doing.
The cervix is a bumpy looking tube connecting the vagina to the uterus. Inside the crevices of the bumps, mucus is produced and released over the course of a woman's cycle. For the larger percentage of a woman's cycle, cervical mucus acts as a barrier against foreign bodies entering the woman's reproductive tract. And for a smaller percentage of the month, it acts as a medium, helping sperm swim through the cervix, enter the uterus, and survive the journey to the fallopian tubes in the hope of fertilizing an egg. Cervical mucus also acts as a food source for sperm, and it is believed that sperm can then survive up to 5 days inside of a woman whilst being protected by this fertile mucus. So what does cervical mucus look like? Firstly, we have the infertile discharge. Now this usually occurs after your period, where you have a few dry days, or you may have a sticky kind of blobby-like white opaque discharge, and it's a lot less slippery than what we consider a fertile mucus.
Then we have the maybe or maybe not so fertile discharge. It's a bit wetter than the infertile discharge Loz just talked about. It's a bit opaque in colour, however it's a little bit more creamy looking. More than likely sperm are not going to survive in this mucus all the way to reach the egg.
We then have our fertile mucus. This is the discharge that welcomes the arrival of ovulation. It is of a more watery consistency and is slippery to touch. It is often like clear in colour, or it may still appear a little cloudy.
Then we have the highly fertile mucus. Now this is better known as the egg white type of mucus. If you were to touch it, you would find it quite stringy and stretchy and has a consistency similar to sperm, and it creates an ideal environment for them to reach the egg. So that's it for week 3. Jump over to our Facebook page, like our graphic on fertility, and write a comment about this episode. Then register on our website and we will email you a free template to use when taking your basal body temperatures.
Please stay tuned for week 4, which is all about our action plan and the implementation of an action plan for optimal fertility. And again, like I said in previous episodes, this episode is massive. So please don't hesitate to email Em or myself any questions that you have. Now you can do this on our Facebook page or email us privately through our studioyou.com.au website. Great, thank you, and we'll see you next week.